Hold up.
I hope you're having a great day and I hope you're staying safe at home. Today I want to talk about the power of cultivating deep listening. We don't listen enough. The very fact that we have over 60 to 70,000 thoughts that pass through this head every single day, and we're moving from one activity to another. And then we look at social media, we're going into hundreds of people's of lives just through your scrolling in less than 5 to 10 minutes. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, you're constantly absorbing. The power of listening is very important when we want to move on to our next journey of improving our health, our relationships, our personal growth, the way we feel when we're going through struggles, ups and downs. You know, there's a reason why they say the more you listen, the more you learn. And I'm not just talking about listening to people. I'm talking about listening to your own body. Most of us look for outside information and advice all the time, and that's not a bad thing. But you should never ever forget that your body is always trying to speak to you. Your body is always trying to tell you how much to eat, when to stop eating, which food is causing you to bloat up, which food is causing you to constipate, which food is causing you to have loose motions. Your body's always telling you whether you ate at the right time or the wrong time. Your body's always telling you the exact gap that you got to keep between your meals. Your body's always telling you whether you should fast for 12 hours today, 13, 14, 15, 18 hours. You know, people can't tell you this. Society can't tell you this. Social media can't tell you this. But your body tells you if you're willing to listen. In most relationships, it's something that we all have to get better all the time, all of us. Maybe not all of us. I know I'm one of them for sure, where we listen more. And it's just not the people talking. It's not just to our parents talking, our partners, our kids. It's about listening deeply. Listening deeply also involves seeing. When you see someone's energy or you see someone's behavior, it sends you a message. You can listen through seeing. You don't have to realize someone is sad. You can see it. That is also a form of deep listening. But when we're constantly thinking, we can't see and we cannot listen. And most of the time we're assuming, we're trying to give quick fixes to problems, we're going to try to sort out other people's problems. I know one thing for sure over the last 8 years, most human beings just want to be heard. They just want to be heard. Everyone has a story. You, me, everyone has a story that they want to tell. And when people can tell the story and you can listen without judging, without ridiculing, without giving advice, without giving sympathy, without giving empathy, you just do something called deep listening. That person feels so good and they feel closer to you. They feel closer to you. Most people who have been in relationships, going through relationships, would have experienced at the start of your relationship, you love to listen to your partner. You love to listen to your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You allow them to talk. You love to listen because you're trying to get them, you're trying to get to know them more and more and more and more. And they bond with you because you've given them listening. You've given them a gift of listening. So if someone listens to me, I think they're genuinely interested. They appreciate me. I feel they really care about my story. And you automatically bond. It's normal. It's chemical. It's oxytocin. It's everything working together. But as the relationship gets more and more and more, all of a sudden the listening starts to, it's like, just get to the point. Tell you, yeah, I got it. What do you want? They've not even finished speaking and you've already assumed what they want. Whereas all the person wants again is what they wanted in the beginning of the relationship, to be heard. So that's another form of deep listening that can be very healing in all kinds of relationships. It just doesn't have to be your marriage or your love relationship. It could be with your boss. It could be with your best friend. It could be with your kid. One of the reasons people love pets, animals and pets, is because they can speak to the animal. The animal can't speak back. They only listen. And a lot of people find deep comfort in this, where you can speak and no one interrupts. Probably you get a few friendly, loving licks and that makes you feel better. Oxytocin again. So listening again. Exercise. Everyone's Googling on social media to see who's working out, which is the new fad, who's doing what, and they see someone with a great body and they see his workout or her workout program and they feel if I do that workout, I'm going to look the same. Listen to your body. Some people get fabulous bodies with walking and yoga and a little bit of body weight exercises. Some people get great bodies with just yoga. Some people would get it with weightlifting. Some people would get it with CrossFit. It's different for everyone, but if you listen to your body tells you what to do. If you're trying to ape that workout and that's constantly keeping you sore and tired and fatigued and demotivated, your body's trying to tell you that that may not be the workout for you. Or you may not be eating the right amount of carbohydrates, protein, and fats and micronutrients to suit that workout. But listen to your body. It's always speaking to you and telling you. The same thing with sleep. You'll never hear me telling you you need to sleep 7 hours or 6 hours or 8 hours because no one has the right information. Every medical and scientific paper will put you in a box, okay, and give you a kind of a generalized answer, 7 to 8 hours. But no, it doesn't always have to be there. Your body tells you the amount of sleep that suits you. So if you wake up feeling rested in 6 hours, you don't have a dependency on caffeine to get you through the day, and you feel rested, 6 hours is what works for you today. Tomorrow it may be 7 hours, then it may be 8 hours. But listen to your body. It will tell you when you wake up in the morning, 2 minutes of reflection. Am I feeling rested? Am I ready? Am I energized to start today? Yes, that sleep was good enough for me. Okay, if not, I'm sleep deprived. Maybe tonight I have to sleep a little bit longer, or get into bed a little bit earlier. Listening to you. The same thing with our emotional health. We have to listen to our bodies. We can't fit into the box of the definitions of grief and sadness and mental instability and emotional health. There are definitions, there are guides, there are all of that stuff. But so many people have labeled themselves as depressed when they're not depressed. After going through their medical treatments with their psychiatrists and psychologists, they say you're not depressed. So many people have labeled themselves with uncontrollable grief and sadness. I'm not taking away from your emotion. If it is what it is what it is. But listen to your body. Don't Google the symptoms of depression and then look at your symptoms and say, hey, I'm depressed, give me medication. Don't look at the symptoms of grief and then, Google the symptoms of grief and then compare it with you and say, oh, I'm going through grief. You talk to yourself. You listen to yourself. You go through the emotions. It's okay to feel guilt. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to go through grief. It's okay to feel envious. It's okay to feel a little bit of lust, as long as these emotions are tamed and you don't become a slave to it. It's okay to be angry sometimes. It's okay to have all of these emotions. But then you compare yourself with what Google has to say or society, and all of a sudden you've labeled yourself as a very bad person because you felt envious. You want to go to church, you want to do more pujas because you felt envious. What's wrong with feeling envious? There's nothing wrong as long as it doesn't control you and your behavior. But again, you got to listen. Okay, I'm feeling envious today. Why? What's bringing this up? Is my self-esteem low? Am I feeling jealous of my friends? Am I not able to do enough? Listen, your body will tell you that, hey, you're lazy. You could have worked hard and bought that same car that your friend had. Now don't be envious. Go back and work and buy the car. Simple example. Doesn't have to always be material. Okay, your friend lost weight faster than you and is looking better in their dress at the party. Okay, you don't have to be envious about that. You got to listen to yourself and say, okay, I have been slacking on my diet. I have been slacking on my exercise. If I do that, I'll look the same way and I'll dress up and I'll feel happy. By being envious, you're just draining in energy. But if you listen to your body, everyone has a perfect truth and a perfect lie. You know right now why you cannot lose that weight. You know right now why you cannot get better from that disease. You know right now why you have issues in your relationships. You know right now why you can't sleep better at night. That's your perfect truth. And then there's the perfect lie that you tell yourself. Listen when you eat. Listen when you talk. Listen to the negative self-talk that you speak about yourself. I'm stupid. I'm horrible. No one likes me. Oh, this is going to be bad. I'm never going to get that job. No one's going to love me. Listen to how you talk to yourself. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a truth and a lie. So what you tell yourself is what your subconscious will believe, make a neural pattern, and your behavior will stem from that. So listen to your negative self-talk. If you're feeling horrible right now, listen to your thoughts. What thoughts are you thinking? And that's why you're feeling horrible. So how do we cultivate deep listening? By learning to listen. Practice. Sometimes sit out in the garden, sit anywhere in your room, close your eyes, and just try to listen to all the sounds that you can hear. Pick up a sound. Like right now, you may hear the air conditioner or the fan or a bird, and focus on that sound for a while, and then move to the next sound, and then move to the next sound. Listen. Immerse yourself in situations and with people in a way that you haven't done before. Maybe get into a conversation where you really self-restrain yourself from talking, and you only listen until the person has completed their conversation completely. The more you do it, the more you'll get better at it. Listen, after a meal, take those 2-3 minutes. How am I feeling? Bloated, gassy, full, happy? Then you know, wow, that meal makes me feel great. Listen. After you've had a fight or an argument, listen again. What's your body trying to tell you? How are you reacting? Who were you in that situation? So you see, the journey of self-growth and self-evolution is simple. We don't have to make it complicated when we embrace the basics of life. Listening, reflecting, thinking. For that, you got to embrace silence. You can hear your body speak to you. You can hear your soul. You can hear your inner gut speak to you when you are silent. You can never hear the voice of your inner self when you're in chaos, when there's noise around you. You cannot. You can find that peace in meditation. You can find that peace in simply sitting silent. Let the thoughts come through your mind, but in silence, you will find your body telling you. Sometimes you don't know what to do. Ask yourself, close your eyes and say, I'm stuck in this situation. What do I do? What can I do? Don't try to solve the problem. Just ask, and then sit in silence and keep sitting and keep sitting. And the answer will come to you in most cases. You got to try to believe it. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep, and remember, you care. It's all about you.